Good morning, guys. I wanted to do a little tutorial on aging terracotta pots. I went to do some and looked for other tutorials, and everybody recommended the Organica lime, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I don't know if it's just not available in Canada or what, but I even checked Amazon, couldn't find it on there. So I needed to come up with an alternative, and I tried just like, this is the only lime that I can find, and it of course is just these granules, and they do not dissolve. So I just tried putting that in water, used it on the pots, and although it did give it kind of a whitey residue, it didn't give it that really good age effect. So I was on a mission to see what I could find, and at the garden center I found this glacial rock dust, and it looked more like what I was seeing in the other tutorials. So I thought, I'm gonna give it a go. So I got this, and then I mixed it with the water that the lime was sitting in, and I got a great effect with it. So I just mix it up. Got to mix it really, really good. And then using a brush, I'm actually gonna move this down so you guys can see what I'm doing better. And then I just used a brush, give it another stir with that, and then I've got lots of product right on the brush. Take the pot and just wipe it on. Doesn't need to be, really perfectly done. And as soon as it goes on, it starts to set up. And I just go the whole way around, keep adding as much as I want. And then that's kind of the effect that you're getting. I let them dry for 24 hours. This is one I did yesterday. It's fully dry. And what you'll notice now is this stuff rubs off really easily. So when that happened, I thought, I don't know if that's really the effect that I'm going for. And then I thought, I wonder if I just clear coat it, if it will hold. So I did that, just using this Rust-Oleum matte finish. And this is one that I've clear coated, and you can see it fully stays on. It's got a beautiful texture and very durable. So for this one, I mean, the nice thing about this is if you want to rub off a few little spots or whatever, blend it through a little bit more, you can do that. And then you just go right into giving that a clear coat. And this dries up in no time. I usually give it a couple coats. And then let that dry. And then this is like finished product. Some of them, I'm going to take you to show the collection that I have. Some of them dry a little bit better, a little nicer, a little bit better age effect. So those ones that I showed you are a little bit on the dark side. And the great thing about that is you can I just did some really watered down off-white milk paint, brushed it on, and then just kind of wiped it off till I had the look that I wanted. And this is my collection. These ones, I did not add any paint to. They were really lovely the way that they were. This one up here was a little bit more on the darker side like this, so I added a little bit of whitewash to that. And that's the finished look on that. So that is the Canadian version of Aging Terracotta Pots. And then just for reference, I used Annie Sloan chalk paint. I used Old White with a little bit of Country Gray mixed in, and really diluted it. You can hear how runny that is. And then just used a brush, brushed it on, and then wiped it off till I was happy with the look that I got from it. But as you can see, even with this one that we just sprayed, look at the finish on that. How fun is that? So I wouldn't even do anything more with this one. And that's my version of Aging Terracotta Pots.